So last time you guys have been murking crocs, you have found a crocodilian humanoid shaman who has been commanding these crocodiles to attack you all in the name of the River King. You overheard a conversation where they were looking for this goblinoid child, and you had hidden that child away on one of these smaller kind of aisles in this damp swamp, covering it with foliage, and Artomis kind of taking a fatherly role almost, and making sure that they are well protected. Now this shaman has seemingly escaped, and Artomis, as Scylla was in the waters, these shallow waters, with these two crocodiles, Sephel is captured in the jaws of this other crocodile, being currently death rolled. You have sprinted across to this other isle where the shaman originally came from to find another lizard humanoid who you called out to and told essentially to stand and face me, bring out the River King, and it was like, haha, no, but we'll send others. And that is where we left off. It is still your turn, Artomis. You had just used your movement, your bonus action to dash. You are now on the edge of this inlet, and this creature is on the other side. What do you want to do?
Yes, well, sadly, having given up my roguish levels, I must use my full action to dash. And Artomis, with his bonus action, will look down to grab Dawn's edge and realize he left her on the other island. And will instead unhinch a broken blade from his belt, and hold it ready, though he doesn't have any non-smiting bonus action spells, so he's just gonna stand there.
Okay.
Stabby.
All right then. I'm gonna roll initiative for this creature because I didn't think you'd see them, honestly, before they could fully run away. So that puts them there. Okay. Next up is Vasana, who has seen Scylla disappear into the water, and can't really keep up with your quick-moving form. But here's Artomis calling out to another, so she is going to use her movement to get about halfway across and is reloading her crossbow. And she's in the midst of this fog cloud. So she cannot see the target, but she is actually, so she'll use her action to dash across. Just gets outside of this fog cloud next to you, Artomis, and sees the other lizard folk, but cannot do anything. Sephel, you are currently being death rolled. You took some damage, so you need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can continue to hold Melt's minute meteors.
Yep, that is right.
Fail.
Shut up.
Sephel makes it to the surface, teleports.
I have
and dies.
advantage. Oh, I have advantage. I rolled a natural one.
Roll another one.
16, buddy.
Damn it. Okay. So you don't lose concentration of the spell. You have your action to try and escape. How many meteors do you have left with your bonus actions here?
So when you cast Melfs, I believe 6 orbit you.
Okay. So you've got 4 more.
So I've got 4 more. Yes, 6 tiny meteors. So I'm going to use my bonus action first. I'm just going to try to get this thing off of me here. Do I launch 1 or 2? Is this thing looking hurt, or can I not even see it?
It's so hard to tell because it is just a flurry of bubbles and dark muddy water as you're being spun around in a circle continuously.
I don't even know whose blood is messing up the water right now. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make me a dex saving throw. I'm only gonna shoot 1.
Okay. That is a 19.
Okay, so that's gonna save, so it's gonna take half damage.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay, 6 for a total of 3.
Okay. All right, you gonna use your action to try to break free from this grasp?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. It's going to be harder because you're now in a death roll.
Yep. Okay.
Who hasn't found themselves in a death roll every now and then?
I'm going to get them all fucking out now, or I better. That's a natural 1.
Yikes.
Ooh. That is 2 in the same turn.
Ooh.
Oh, man. I feel like that needs to be punished here in this moment.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Okay. I have no fight.
It's not going to be much. I'm going to give you a... Oh, Jesus. I was like, I'm just going to give him a d6 worth of damage. It won't be that much. I rolled a 6.
Of course
you take 6 more as you are continuously rolled and you are hurt. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
Sure. I almost imagine, like, that was me trying to, like, pull out, and I just, like, tore more of the teeth through
Absolutely,
my side
yeah,
as the
it's
roll was
just
going.
Ripping through what little flesh you have left.
Okay.
Or actually, you would still have a good amount. You haven't been damaged too much since.
No. That's 2 really good rolls. So 23 was the highest of the con saves.
Okay, so you're fine. You still have the meteors here.
Yep.
All right. That is the end of your turn. And
Should have fucking launched both.
the crocodile to the left of the one that you are currently engaged with, Scylla, it is their turn. They whip around in the water and come back to attack you. Oh, let's see if I can hit this AC of yours. Probably not.
Inconceivable.
That is a 13. No. Okay. All right. So that is its turn there. Next up is the shaman. The shaman.
Yeah, but he left. He's not even here. Like, what's the big deal?
He's not around.
Yeah. I don't see him.
I didn't see him.
I don't have
He's
object
not.
permanence, so he's not here.
Yeah.
All right. Does not exist. The crocodile that you are currently fighting with, Scylla, then it's their turn as they then whip around on you and are going to attempt to bite you. Natural 20. Oh boy. So that's a 24 total, if that makes a difference to you.
Yeah.
But that is going to be 14 points of piercing damage. And you are now grappled and restrained in its maw. And it is then going to drag you. Can only do so at half speed, so it's going to move 5, 10, 15, dragging you out further into deeper waters. All right. Next up is Crocodile 1. I mean, amazing name, I know. That is the one that is currently death rolling Sephel. Now it's going to get worse because it's had you in its grip for longer.
Oh, it just gets like progressively more and more terrible. That tracks.
Yep. All right, there are the corresponding die I need. All right. This is not going to be good. No. No. Jesus.
Cool.
That is...
Love that. That makes me feel good.
That is 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to
Okay.
make another Constitution saving throw. So you have to make a con save against 18.
Yeah, well, it's half the damage, so it's still...
Half the damage?
Yeah.
So, okay.
It's still 10. Because
Still 10.
it's half the damage.
It's insane that it's
10
only
with-
half the damage. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, so you managed to keep it. You are... How are you doing, by the way?
You know, I've been better.
You took away that Orcus boon, right?
Of course I did. I did
good,
that
good.
a while ago.
Right.
Yeah, no, not fantastic at all. I am
right.
still a beefier wizard than some, but it is running thin.
Sure. It is now Vlad's turn, who is currently circling 25 feet above the waters here.
Okay. So he is... Can I have him make another perception check to try to...
Absolutely, he can try.
Okay. Come on, dude. How's a 21 serve him?
He can see deep in the waters this kind of like emerging of bubbles coming up to the surface and this larger cloud of silt, so he believes he knows where the two of you are.
Okay.
But he cannot see definite forms. You
Sure.
guys are kind of amassed as one now.
Yeah, we're also like way down under there.
Yeah, you're 25 feet down, so he is a total of 50 feet away from you.
Yeah, he would have to get like right up on the surface for even his breath weapon to have a chance to do anything.
Which he would have to recharge.
Oh yeah, I should probably. That's a 3, it doesn't. Okay. He is going to... Here's a thing.
I don't know. No things.
He is going to partial blink.
Oh, great. Love that one that I gave him.
The dragon can once per day blink up to 60 feet away by traveling through the inner planes. So he is going to like go into a nosedive, like this slit of tear in space opens beneath him. He dives right into it, and it is going to open up next to that massive shadow where the crocodile is, and he's going to launch out of it and bite attack.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you're going to do it at disadvantage because of all the silt and everything going up and around.
Sure, that's fair.
And yeah, no, that's fine. Disadvantage is enough. I was going to be like, if you fuck up, he hits you.
Why do you hate me so much?
I would have done it to anybody. I'm savage.
So bloodthirsty.
I got a 19.
You're in the blood wars, baby.
I got a 19 and a natural fucking 1. I'm so over this.
Oof. So sad.
So he's
just the end for Sephel.
So he like shoots out like about to launch this bite, and he didn't account for the fact that this thing is fucking spinning and limbs and tail are just going everywhere.
Speed.
And he just
When
gets
did
like
Mario get?
So he just gets like hit by a tail and like spins back into the water.
Oh, you want to say that he got hit by a tail? Okay, cool. Take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
No, fuck you. I'm not doing it.
I mean,
never
you were the one who
describing
wanted to do
anything
it.
cool again. Fuck you.
All right, cool. You know what? Our listeners will appreciate that. They like their content very bland and boring.
That's why there are listeners.
I'll see them in hell.
How dare you speak to the Maddie Baddies like that? Wash your mouth out.
I know them best. I know. All right, next up is the other lizard man that was previously running away. He kind of smirks and disappears into the mists as they continue to move off.
Yeah, you better run. Yeah.
All right, next up is Scylla's turn. You are in the maw of this crocodile being dragged further into the waters. You know it's going to start death rolling you if you can't get out of this soon.
Scylla is being dragged away, and she's like, let's go. And she's going to bonus action, Misty Step, and get away from it.
Nice.
I'm not really going to go that far away, because I want to be within stabbing distance.
Mm-hmm.
But she quickly, like, disappears in this, like, I imagine it's bubbles underwater.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then she reappears next to it, and I'm going to make my first attack with my trident. For a 16 to hit.
Yes, that is a hit.
This one's going to be 15 points of piercing.
You see its form begin to, as you do this horrible blow to it, and you see it becomes the shaman as it unwild shapes. You have done enough damage to revert its form.
She stabs out, it reverts back, and Scylla's like jaw just like unhinges and her like tongue like unfurls, and she goes in for another attack.
How fucking horrifying.
I think what I want to do...
It's like an angler fishing a great white shark had a baby, and that baby learned how to stab.
Pretty much. And how to walk and run.
Okay, yep, second attack with my trident. I don't think this is gonna hit. This is a 12.
That is a miss.
Now that I know it's the shaman, which I should have known before.
Can you call out that die even though you know it missed now? Are you gonna use a precision die?
No, I'm saying that I should have known that they were wild shape before.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I'm gonna roll a precision die. I'm gonna be like, I don't think you can after you already lost.
I'm gonna action surge.
Fuck, that's worse. God damn it.
It's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
17 points of piercing.
Yeah, he's looking really, really friggin' rough.
Okay. I would like to, with my second attack through the action surge, grapple. Attempt to grapple.
Ooh, okay, so strength contest here.
Correct.
Not great. I rolled a 6 for a total of an 8.
I rolled a 2 for a total of a 12. Or not a 12, I'm sorry, a 9. Oh my god, I can't. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Okay, so you just
Barely
managed to get this guy in your
really
grip.
difficult.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay, Artemis.
You
You're useful in other ways.
What'd you say, Will?
You still have your regular movement because you did use your bonus action to Misty Step. You could potentially drag them if you'd like.
I do want to do that. One
First, I'm gonna
of
break his neck.
one of the you and I will made some like homebrew maneuvers, and I want to do one of those, which is when I'm grappling a creature, I can bite them.
Fuck, that's right. We did give you this.
Yeah.
It's been so long since you busted any of these out, or this might be even the
I don't
first
think I
time.
ever have
This might
because
be
in
the
my
first time.
it never really made sense before because I'm not gonna like bite and ooze.
Sure,
Twitter
no,
talk.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That funky.
Right.
All right,
They don't call
So-
it puddings for nothing.
She does 3 quick stab attacks, ends up like grabbing them in like a chokehold, and then she starts swimming deeper into the water, and then she just like bites down on their neck for an additional 5 points of piercing.
You rip into their throat, and you tear your teeth out, and they become limp in your arms.
Yummy.
Good
Ugh.
kill. Yeah, just Scylla just like swallow that crocodilian meat.
Definitely.
uh,
That's good. It's good eating.
yeah, more chum,
bad.
more chum in these waters. Yeah, the waters have got to be like just mud and blood and just swirling about everywhere.
Yeah, disturbed sediment is one of the #1 pollutants in our nation's estuaries.
No!
Shut up, Indigo. You're dead.
No.
What about the manatees?
But my journal.
That's
Weirdly
so
enough,
disgusting.
when I went to Disney World, we ended up we spent a day and went to SeaWorld, which I was like, this is horrible. This place is awful in so many ways. My favorite spot was the freaking manatees, because this one just kept doing somersaults in the water and then slowly drifting and just like full on nose planting into the glass, just like. I was like, it's just one brain cell in there, having the best time.
Dance for me, sea cow.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Let him cook.
Next up is Artemis at the top of the 4th round.
Ugh. Shit. Well, I suppose I still can't see Sephel, huh? That's the whole thing. Oh god.
Funny enough,
no,
you
you
can't
can't.
see him even more.
The fog cloud has now disappeared, though. So you can intuit that something must have changed. 3 feet of water. Yeah, I can say that you can see its back and head have crested the water there.
Okay. Shit. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna move and dash across the water again. So I can pick up Dawn's edge.
Amazing.
It was kind of grimy down there.
What does Visana think of Starcaller?
I'm sorry, you were very hot before, and like not in like a weird way. It's like
no,
physically.
I understand. It hurt me too inside. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing, but it did. Not in that way.
Here.
Yeah.
Do you need healing?
No, I don't think so.
Can you be healed?
I'm not sure.
I would say we should get back to it, but I'm out of movement, so we're gonna stand here.
Yeah, good hustle.
Thanks, Coach.
Visana is very, like... She is just befuddled by everybody because she's only heard that you are these supposed heroes of the Underdark. And like so far only one person has been like, oh, this poor goblin child, like let's help him, while two of you are like, why do we give a fuck? But she's certainly impressed by Scylla and her like capabilities right now, just out of the way. She's a little bit concerned for Sephel because they've just disappeared, and then Artomis, she's just like, interesting priorities. But it is now Sephel's turn.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, it's Visana's turn, actually. Sorry, I was looking.
Okay.
She is going to... She's debating between pursuing the lizard man that was running off or taking care of the crocodile here. So she calls across the waters to you, Artomis, and she's like, Artomis, I do not see your friend Sephel. I think it best to pursue the lizardman, though. Do you agree?
Yes, proceed. I will follow. Maybe Scylla with her incredible aquatic powers can find the Squidman.
Squidman. Oh, yes, your friend. Sorry. And she continues to move on to the northeast. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I can't
30,
find Sephel.
40, 45,
fuck him.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure it's not a problem.
He's died many times before.
We'll remember him fondly.
Yeah.
So she continues to move to the northeast and can just now make out once again that retreating lizard man who is now kind of underneath the boughs of this tree to the far north on the revealed section of the map. But she dashed to get that far, so that is her turn. So Sephel, you are up.
Yeah, you know what's really cool? When you're a wizard and you have all of these cool spells, some of which teleport you out of situations like this, and you forget all the shit that you have. But it's fine. We're already here. Fuck it. We're gonna launch more meteors. 2 more deck saves, bitch.
Get him.
Okay.
It's gotta die.
Didn't you just say you had like ways to get out of this?
Yes, but I'm not gonna waste it if I can kill it with a bonus action.
Natural 20 on the first one.
Get fucked.
Maybe.
And a 12 on the second one.
Okay, finally it fails one of these. So the first one, 6 for a total of 3. Because taking half damage there. The second attack, it's going to take the full brunt of 8 points of damage.
Reduced to... Oh, right. Okay.
No, that's full.
You finally kill it.
Thank the gods.
You are still, however, 25 feet deep in the water, and you feel yourself sinking the last, like, couple of feet down to the bottom, so you're a full 30 feet down.
Cool.
But the crocodile is done. You're discombobulated.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to start...
You don't have a swim speed. This is difficult terrain. I will say, because you're undead and because of your weight, you can walk along the bottom. It's just going to take you a while to get out.
Well, I don't have a swim speed. I can still technically swim, right? Like, I can...
It's just, I think it's considered, half speed, so it's the same thing as difficult terrain.
So,
okay. Or would that compound?
No, I think it's just half speed.
Okay. If you don't have a swim speed, it's definitely half.
It's definitely difficult terrain. Okay, I guess, we'll keep with half speed. If you're walking back to the isle that you came from, you are going up a slope. I don't have the exact Pythagoras, but I would assume it's probably like 45 feet back to the actual edge.
All right, so I will start. Well, that's actually a question. Can I see the edge of land anywhere?
You can see the waters rising, and then this tree to the west of you can see its roots reaching down into the depths and kind of commingling with the dirt and silt and stuff.
I can't justify wasting a 3rd level spell to get out of the water, so I'm going to just I'm going to dash, so I'm going to move 30 feet towards the surface. Or, like, up that slope.
To in the direction that you came from?
Yeah.
So to the south? Okay. I would say... So you're moving 30 feet. Yeah, so make yourself, like, 15 feet away from the edge of this land here. Because I said it was 45 at an angle.
Sure.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. Croc... Number 4, the only crocodilian remaining, is going to whip around on Scylla, seeing it having just killed the shaman, and is going to attempt to bite you. That's probably a miss. 16, yeah?
Miss.
Okay. That is the end of that crocodile's turn. The shaman is dead. Crocodile 1 is dead. It is Vlad's turn. Vlad, I will say now, can probably see your receding form in the water going towards, like, the edge.
So he sees me going back, or he sees something going back. He's gonna start. So he has the 60 fly speed. He's going to make a beeline for this.
He's in the water, so his movement's gonna be back to his like walking speed. I think I gave him a swim speed though, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, Vlad has a... No, he does not have a swim speed. He has a fly speed and he has a burrow speed.
Oh, that's right. So technically, then he can't swim. Fuck, I fucked that up then.
So he's at half speed, so he's going to... And he already used his partial blink. So he's just gonna swim straight up at a dash and try to get to the surface. Okay, which would, so he would be able to go 30 feet.
Okay, so if he's dashing, just breaks the surface and gets some air.
And for next turn, would you say is he able to launch into a fly from the water, or would he have to be in the ground or on the ground?
I will say make an athletics check to see if he can get his wings out and above enough to do so.
All right, that'll be next turn.
Next up is the lizard folk, who can hear Vasana coming, and he is then going to very quickly dive into the waters and disappear from view. That is their turn. Scylla, you are up. There's a crocodile behind you attacking you. The shaman dead in your arms. What do you do?
It's croc time.
Croc time.
It's 21 to hit.
Absolutely, it's a hit. Kill this croc.
17 points of piercing.
Holy shit.
On this episode of Scylla, Crocodile Hunter, you experience croc time.
Croc time.
It is hardly holding on to.
How does a 24 to hit sound for that second attack?
That's absolutely a hit.
14 piercing.
Just you'll kill. It had 2 hit points left.
This is a stab onto its like side, and then as it like whips around to face her, the trident goes straight into its mouth and through its top.
Very nice. Through its top. Yeah.
Yes.
A
A lot of skewering.
So much of it. Can
It's
you
like
make
a kebab
me,
shock out here.
This is a kebab, a crack kebab.
Can you make me a perception check
yeah,
at
with
disadvantage in these bloody, murky waters?
First one is 11 plus 2 for 13. Second one is an 18 plus 2 for 20, so 13.
Okay, so 13. You see coming out from underneath the robes of the like falling through the waters body of the shaman, all sorts of small black forms that quickly like disappear out into the waters. And you see that it's like a swarm of leeches weaving from underneath its cloak. And that's all you see.
If
We're gonna have to burn the swamp to the ground, guys.
Yeah, that's
gonna have to happen.
disgusting. But it's heading in a certain direction,
Yes, it seems to be going towards the north.
Ew.
Okay. I would like to use my movement to get up to the surface. And
Oh,
look
you can
around.
stand. You're in the shallow waters.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad. So I stand and I look around and I see friends.
You see Artomis, you don't see Sephel. I will say that you can see Vasana just through like the cover of the tree. And they seem to be running to the north, trying to like high knee it through these waters.
Okay. All right, yeah. She stands up in the water, looks around quickly, looks back at Sephel. Sephel! The shaman dissolved into a pile of leeches and is heading this direction. I will also go this way. And then she starts sprinting.
I'm
The
underwater,
body didn't
dude.
dissolve. It just like leeches came off of its body.
Got
Yeah, the body is still drifting to the
Okay,
ground.
okay,
It was
okay,
just
okay,
like they
cool, cool,
detached off of it. That's all.
Don't get us wrong. Still bad. Still
still-
very bad.
yeah,
Still
yeah.
gross. Still gross.
So she'll shout that out and head in
Can
the
I
direction
hear
of
that?
the sun. We're like,
You could probably hear their muffled sounds. For sure.
is he like when you say I can see him? Is he hasn't broke the surface?
No.
No,
I'm still,
you can
like,
see
15
Artemis.
feet.
You can't see Sephel because you're
Oh,
above
sorry,
the
sorry,
water now. If you were down below, you could see him going up towards the surface.
Basically, then she will shout that to Artemis. But if she can't see Sephel, then that is her first concern. So,
I will say if you're preparing to like move into the waters, when you duck down in, you do see them.
okay, cool. Yeah, I think she was like about to look for him, sees him, and then does a quick gesture and then swims off.
Okay, go ahead and show me where you're swimming to. So if I have to reveal
Stay in
any
the
more of
water.
the map, you have the full 60 feet here.
30.
I'm doing it off of your
Oh,
dark
I see what
vision.
you're saying. Got it. Yeah.
Yep. So you can see that there is more land kind of stretching to the north. This area of water is getting deeper. The leeches, if that's what you were kind of following,
Yeah.
the swarm seems to be kind of breaking up into smaller individual ones and dispersing amongst the waters. You do see Vasana is high-kneeing it through these shallow waters, kind of going towards the north.
Okay. Alright.
Make me another perception check, not at disadvantage.
It's only an 8.
That's enough. You feel like you hear the sounds of something very large moving through the water towards your direction.
I think at that, it is a quick shout to Visana. Visana,
Do you
something
come up to
heads
the
in our
surface
direction.
and break up?
Yeah, it's like she gets there and then she like pops her head out. It's like something large heads this way.
All right. Fall back for the moment then. Yes.
Yes, we should regroup.
And you can see that she's gonna prepare, turn around and retreat essentially as soon as it gets back to her turn.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay. That is the end of your turn. We're gonna stay in initiative here. Artemis, it's your turn.
Okay. Hearing Scylla holler out, I'm gonna go ahead and I want to improve my position here, so I'm gonna once again dash across the shallows to this islet here.
Okay. All right, you dash across. You make it to that side. That's all you're doing for your turn.
Yep. That's
Okay.
all I got, skis. Well, I guess if it's not already, I'm gonna re-illuminate Dawn's Edge if she had gone out after being dropped.
I would say so, yeah.
So yeah, so
But that's, no consequence. At this
burst
moment.
forth again. Which actually, if you ever put your high beams on the fog, actually makes things worse. So
Correct.
Yes. All right.
When you're driving, kids, if you're in fog, don't hit your high beams. You're gonna have to go slow. Actually, fog is the most dangerous weather condition by vehicular fatalities.
Thank you
Wow.
for sharing that. That good.
That's so
that good
outside the
news.
scope of this, but Jesus.
Thank you all for
Can we get
attending.
the more you
this-
know graphic over
Yeah,
Andrew?
the more you know. All right, it is Visana's turn, and she retreats back to the aisle, and she kind of calls out to you, Scylla, and she's like, are you hurt? Can I help you in some way?
I'm all right, but perhaps check on the others.
Artemis, how is yourself?
I am A-okay. I would maybe check on Sephel. He was, I think, perhaps underwater for longer than I realized.
All right, Sephel, it's your turn.
Sephel, at that point, I'm 15 feet away. I can use my full movement to get up. Sort of like breaks the surface, pulls himself up by the roots. I fucking hate the water.
You'd think with the tentacle parts, he'd be happier about that.
Yeah, well, see, they're all localized in the face. They don't do a whole lot of good there.
So just use your whiskers to make you swim faster.
Yeah, right.
Do the thing
Fine.
that Scylla does by crawling, but with your tentacles.
Yeah, right. Pull forward.
It's like an octopus just like floating through the dirt, but there's a whole human body.
Your whole
behind it.
body though is like in a
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
is like in a handstand above it though,
Yeah.
as you're just bouncing across.
So yeah, he pulls himself up, and he looks around. He sees that Vlad is at the top of the water and relatively fine, and he just starts like wringing out his robes.
Okay. All right. That is Sephel's turn. It is now Vlad's turn.
Okay. Vlad is going to... Let's go ahead and make that athletics check, see if he can get himself back up into the air.
Yep.
So, athletics is not one of his skills, but that would just be a strength roll then. Okay. It's a 12.
That is enough for him to break from the water.
Okay. So he unfurls his wings, does that little shake thing to get all the water droplets off, and launches himself into the air. And he's gonna start heading in the direction of all of the others, so sort of in this east-northeast direction. Would you say that would have cost movement to get up into the air, or does he have his full flight speed?
I'll say it costs him 10 feet of movement.
Alright, that's fair.
All right. next up, let me just double check here real quick. Yes. Okay. Is that not there? Yeah. All right, Scylla, it is your turn.
Okay, I want to take a greater healing potion with my action. Okay. Is this the rule where we get the...
If you take it as an action, you get the max, yes.
Okay. Great.
Optional rules coming into play, giving Scylla extra health today.
It's very needed.
I thought you said you were fine. It
was more that I knew I had the resource, and I don't know what Vasana has, and
sure,
she might be more useful in combat as opposed to my potion, which I can take right now.
Or to Sephel.
Yeah, or to Sephel. And Scylla's going to like pop the potion quickly and walk the 30 feet to be between Vasana and Artomis on this aisle.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see it. However, I heard something that sounded quite large and which I can only assume to be the River King. I'm not sure that we may be sitting ducks here. I'm not sure what this beast could possibly be.
Like a bigger crocodile, maybe? Just really big?
Possibly. It was quite strange that when the shaman had passed, there were many leeches. And based on the leech information we had heard from the child, perhaps it is a crocodile or a leech style.
That is
I'm afraid I haven't heard
worst-case scenario
this before.
I had not either. But it would be...
Perhaps it's best we set up some kind of defensive position of some kind, perhaps?
I think that is a great idea. What do we have to do that with?
It's just entirely up how do you guys want to set each other yourselves up. You have lots of cover using trees. You have the water here.
Are we still in initiative order, or is this just a long conversation?
Still in initiative order.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like free speech action.
I will say that is the end of Scylla's turn, as there's this quick agreement of perhaps a defensive perimeter. Starcaller, it's your turn.
I think... Alright, each to our strengths then. I will find a good firing position. And I'm gonna run up to this tree to the northern end of this small islet, and I'm gonna climb up to the... Well, how high is this tree there, Will?
This tree is probably about 60 feet tall.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best to climb up. It's just maybe 15, 20 feet above the ground if I can.
Okay. Sure.
Alright, and then I will use my action to just ready an action of Eldritch Blast. If the need comes.
Eldritch
Blast. Eat your heart out, Willington.
All right. That is Starcaller's turn. It is Vasana's. Vasana here. She is a little nervous, but she is going to... She runs over to you, Scylla, and she goes, "You've already had an understanding of perhaps what comes for us. I only mean to aid you with that." And she is going to cast Hunter's Sense. You touch one willing creature. While this spell is active, the target's senses are heightened. If the target rolls a 9 or below on the die when making a Wisdom Perception check, they instead act as if they rolled a 10. So you cannot roll below a 10, essentially, on your Wisdom Perception check. Let me just double check. Wow. That's concentration for up to a minute.
Okay.
And then, so that's her action. She is, yeah, she's going to then... Yeah, she gets down on one knee, once again, kind of braces her crossbow, and she's like, I will attempt to stay close. That is the best way that I can aid you and perhaps attack as swiftly as possible. And, all right, that is her turn. Sephel, you are up.
Okay.
You can see your friends are tensed, like something's
happening. All right. Is anything, if I were to make a straight line east across to the other island, is there deep water in there that I would have to swim, or would I be able to dash across?
The water in between the two isles there is difficult terrain. It's only 5 feet deep. You don't have to swim.
So I can get... So if I'm dashing, I get 5, 10, 15 to the edge there. And then I would essentially have 20 feet. Is my math? I think my math is dumb.
None of us here are mathematicians.
Yeah, I think I can...
I'm sure our listeners, the Matty Baddies, understand this.
Yeah, they know how.
Or they're extremely upset.
Well, because I have a total of 60. I would have 45 left, so yeah, I would technically have 20 feet. Rounded, if we rounded down. So that's fine. So I can get across there. I'm halfway across to the other island.
Okay.
Just sort of making my way that way.
Making my way down.
And I will say, as I get to the... Like, right before I get into the water at the edge, I'm going to pop out a basic healing potion, and I'm going to bonus action take that. So I will roll.
You're going to roll for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll for it.
As Sephel is making their way across and is popping this potion, I need Artomis and Vlad from your elevated positions to make me perception checks.
I'm gonna guide myself.
Jesus.
Okay. Perception.
I'm gonna do away with that after this episode.
Not my spells! Not my beautiful spells!
Just not guidance on yourself.
I understand. 9 perception points.
9. Okay.
17 for Vlad.
Vlad sees almost directly underneath them, about 10 feet to the northwest.
Oh
is
no.
A huge shadow moving underneath the water.
I'm in danger.
But it seems like it's still, like, it slows down for a moment. Vlad sees it kind of come to a stop as Sephel is splashing through the waters to the south.
No.
Next up is Vlad's turn.
Okay.
Now knowing that information, what does Vlad do?
Yeah, so I'm not going to speak for him. I'll let you do that, but he is going to call out that information.
No, I mean, in this moment, I will say you can absolutely call out for
I can't do his voice.
Just channel your inner angsty kid. Shouldn't be that hard, right?
You mean yesterday? Yeah.
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 Sure.
Oh, God. And he's going to... Oh, shit. No, I don't get the plasma breath back either, so he can't prep that. So yeah, he's just going to let everybody know... My brain is absolutely farting on his voice right now. But yeah, he's just letting people know that there's a giant shadow.
Something huge is moving through the water. Not far from me. Sephel, get out of the water.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sephel starts paddling a little bit faster, just manically. It's hardly doing anything.
Tentacles keep moving faster. All right.
Hate
so Vlad is going to keep circling there.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he's sort of, at this point, he's like trying to make sure Sephel gets across alive.
Sure. Scylla, you hear this information. It is your turn. What do you want to do?
Yes. I would like to use my action to take out the gem given to me by Artomis and break it. summoning an earth elemental.
Ah, Jesus.
As we're considering our defenses.
All right, earth elemental. Shabam! Appears.
Okay. And then... so it's friendly for the duration while I have concentration.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to roll initiative for it. It has its own turn. It obeys verbal commands. No action required. And if I don't issue any commands, it defends itself. Otherwise, it doesn't take an action.
Okay, so repeat that again. You have to use a bonus action to command it? Is that what I heard?
It's no action to command it.
Oh,
it's just,
sweet.
It
Okay,
has
great.
to be able to hear it, to hear the command.
Okay.
And so Scylla will tell it, Warrior, you will defend us. Yes. And there is a large being in the water that will appear. You will attack the large being when you see it. Good.
I like this guy. He gets it.
I agree.
All right, it
my...
turns and it's like a hockey goalie. He's just like gloves up, just.
Hell yeah.
With my movement, I'm gonna get all 30 feet over to Sephel. I can't help him with my action, but I'm at least nearby.
Hey,
Okay.
girl, hey.
I'm
Sephel,
just
you
curious.
must hurry.
I'm curious because we established this that you are like fine in this 3 feet of water and you have this super improved vision. Do you dip your head into the water to see what this thing is?
Hell yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah,
You sure you want to do that?
I do.
Okay. So you run over, you say this to Sephel, and then you're like,
And then I dunk my head.
I'm just gonna take a
I
quick
should
look.
see
I'm
what's
just
coming.
Gonna take a peek.
Scylla dunks her head down into the water and like quickly just turns it to the side. And you see staring right back at you are 9 monstrous heads as you see a hydra beginning to move towards the surface.
No!
And you just see all of its heads at once, just. And that's where we'll leave it this week.
Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the episode. 2 quick announcements for you. You've already heard us say it 100 times. We have a Discord. What are you waiting for? Get in here. We have so many amazing like-minded DMs in there. A lot of players as well, people new to D&D. Some people have been in there a long time, and everyone's just having a nice time sharing tips, tricks, talking about one-shots, talking about Curse of Strahd, talking about Out of the Abyss, all the things. So definitely think about joining us. You can find the link to join our Discord at linktree.com/themadnesstable. You can also find our other social media links there, including our TikTok. And boy howdy, Andrew Walker has been killing it on TikTok, posting the most random mad memes you had ever seen. So definitely consider following us there as well. Lastly, if you've made it this far, consider leaving us a 5-star review in whatever podcatcher you're currently listening. 5-star reviews are instrumental in pushing us up the charts and getting us in new listeners, which is really what we're looking for to get the name out there. So consider doing that for us. We would be forever in your debt. But that's all for now. And we will see you in the next episode when...